welcome to my kitchen, and today I have a special video for you because I received this excellent surprise in the mail and I want to share the unboxing and first use with you. Let's go unbox this Wondermill. Okay, so I am in a Facebook group that has to do with bread baking and home milling flour. I have a Wondermill Junior, which is the hand version of the Wondermill, and I don't use that very often, but I have used it in the past just to familiarize myself with it. But I posted some pictures of some bread that I had made and so on and so forth, and you know, people started asking me, what kind of flour did you use? Do you hand mill your own flour? And the story, you know, went on. I don't really have an electric mill, so I use a certain brand that I prefer. And Wondermill contacted me and asked me if they could send me one of their electric mills, and asked me if I would give it a go and see how I like it, and if I like it, that I could keep it. So I would like to say thank you so much to the folks at Wondermill. Firstly, because I was so blown away that they would offer to send me this. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to unbox it, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it through its first use. I'm going to prime the mill, and then we're going to go ahead and show you how it works. So I'm going to get it out of the box here, hopefully. Okay, there's the mill itself. And I don't know if any of you have seen the demo videos. Wondermill has a YouTube channel. I'll link it below. But this thing sounds like a rocket ship, and that is no joke. Okay, and that's the flour canister. Alright, so it comes with this instruction or owner's manual, and I always like to refer to these things if it's a machine that I am not familiar with at all. So, what you want to do, this is your flour canister. This is where the flour gets dispensed. So, this has a definite flatter side. You see this is the flat side here. You want to make sure that this is kind of snapped in there, and they've put two stickers there with arrows so that you know exactly how it should be. They say that this allows for maximum canister capacity. This is the dust filter, so that when you're milling the flour, it doesn't poof out all over the place. This will catch it. You can just tap this off. We'll show you when we get the first milled going. We have to mill 2 cups of grain in here that we will have to throw away, because this will be the first run of the mill. It'll be the first run of the mill. That's fun. That's funny. So then you want to make sure the air filter is in here. It says you want to snap the separator lid onto the canister, and then you set the mill and the flour canister side by side, and you push the tube in place in the flour outlet on the mill. So this goes in and out very easily, and you just push it in there, just like that. Then, this has 3 settings. It has pastry, bread, and coarse. As far as the flour settings go, I'm going to use bread because I'm going to be making flour that I'm going to be making bread with, and I'm going to make my bread with fresh milled flour today. And this will also grind larger beans and grains, so you can grind bean flour, rice flour. You cannot, however, grind flaxseed or nuts of any kind in here. You would need to use the Wondermill Junior to do that, because it has different burrs that you can attach to it. You can actually grind peanut butter and all kinds of nut butters in the Wondermill Junior as well. I'll have to share that with you sometime, because that is a lot of fun.
What about coffee? You
can grind coffee in it as well. Yes.
This one or the little one?
In the little one. This makes much too fine of a grind. Okay. So, mill at least 2 cups of wheat or other hard grain, then discard the flour. This is for your first run only, and this will eliminate any contaminants the mill may have obtained in the manufacturing process. Make sure the grain you use is clean. We recommend triple clean grains from a reputable source. Today I'm using a bulk white wheat that I get from a local supplier. However, I do know for a fact that it is Bob's Red Mill whole white wheat. So that's what we're going to be using today. And it is triple cleaned. And it just has a little reminder that the warranty does not cover foreign object damage from plastic, metal, rocks, etc., or any other foreign material that could get in and damage the milling heads. So you want to take good care of this. I mean, it is an expensive piece of equipment, but you will be able to use this for a long, long time if you take care of it. So we're going to go ahead and it says do not continuously add grain to your hopper while the mill is running. If you do this, you will overfill your canister, being this. All right? So, and it has a couple of recipes. It has items you are able to mill, things that you should never mill, which are sugar, sunflower seeds, nuts of all kinds, dried fruits. Why anyone would want to put dried fruits through their grain mill is beyond me, but okay.
Coffee beans.
It's true. Don't grind coffee beans because they're too oily. Okay? So, we're going to turn it on and we're going to go ahead and we're going to grind our first 2 cups of wheat. Okay, you have to turn your mill on first. It's going to get noisy, folks. I'm just letting you know. We're going to turn it on and then we're going to add 2 cups of grain.
Turbojet.
It does. They say you'll know when the grain is finished grinding when you hear that high-pitched squeal. So obviously the hopper is then empty, and you want to turn off the mill. And then what you want to do is you want to disconnect your flour bin. Tap, tap, right? And there's your fresh milled flour. Wow, it smells amazing.
Yeah, it does.
And it's got all the good parts of the flour. Nothing goes, nothing is going to go away. Because, let's face it, I like white flour. Now, I've used white wheat, so this is going to give me the white bread that we like, but it's going to give us more of the whole grain goodness that we need. So this 2 cups of grain needs to go away. But first, I wanted to show you that for every cup that you grind, you get a cup of whole grain, you get a cup and a half of flour. So I did want to show you that now we're going to have, or we should have, 3 cups of flour. So there's 1 cup. And there's 2 cups. And a mess. But that's 3 cups of flour. So, because we have to discard this first one, then we'll move on and we're going to grind some flour and we're going to show it to you one more time. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grind the flour that I want to use for my bread baking, and I'm going to also let you know that here I've put it halfway between pastry and bread because I want my flour to be a little finer than what I got with my first grinding. So I'm going to put it halfway there. I'm going to go ahead and, because this is a 2-quart jar, I know there's 8 cups of grain in here, I'm going to go ahead and grind this whole jar of wheat. This canister will hold 12 cups of ground flour. So I know that 8 cups of grain is going to make 12 cups of flour, and that's going to be perfect for me. I won't need all of that, but I'll have some on standby. So this will jump if you don't have it, you know, on a... I have it on a cutting board, so you're going to have it on your regular countertop. It might not jump, but this jumped the first time I used it, so just be aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we wait for our machine to come down off of its... Wow, it's hot. It gets hot.
Yeah, there you go. Then you leave it like that and tap it.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at that. That's awesome. And that is a much nicer grind for me, too. That's halfway in between bread and pastry.
So this is not detented. You can adjust it to wherever you want it.
Right. This is beautiful. All right, now we're going to go make some bread. So that's how you grind grain in the Wondermill. I'm so excited to have this. I have exciting plans for this. I have a lot of grains that I have been sent to play with by someone from another company, and I am going to be using those to make some awesome breads. I want to try Ezekiel bread. I want to try a lot of different things. So I'll be able to grind my own rice flour in this. I'll be able to grind just about anything that isn't forbidden. And we're going to bring you along for the ride, and I can't wait to share it with you. So that's my very first home ground flour in the electric Wondermill. And I'm going to go bake some bread with it. So we'll see you soon. I hope that you will take a look. I hope that you'll go ahead and check out Wondermill if you're interested, or if you're in the market for a home grain mill. They do say that they have one of the best mills on the market, and since I've never used any other brand, I really can't attest to that. However, I'm very impressed with the...
This seems pretty easy and straightforward.
It really is. It's so simple to use, and it really literally ground this flour in just a matter of 2 minutes or so. 8 cups of flour in 2 minutes, and we get all the health benefits of having a whole grain to make our bread with. So I'm going to go make some bread with this. I'm going to leave the link below to Wondermill and their YouTube channel. I hope that you give this a try, and I hope that you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Hi everyone! Just a little Post-it note at the end of this video, just to let you know that I did use the flour that I ground when I made this. This was about a week ago that I did this video, and we're just uploading it today. But I did use the flour to make my perfect sandwich loaf recipe. I didn't make any changes to it, and there's going to be a learning curve. I'm going to insert a couple of pictures here so you can see what it looked like. One of them is a little blurry, and I apologize for that. But the bread did not loft the way I like it to loft. It didn't rise as nicely, and it wasn't nice and soft like I like it to be. Obviously, there is going to be a bit of a difference when you use a whole grain milled flour than there is when you use a flour out of a bag. I always use a King Arthur brand flour that is unbleached and unbromated, and I know how the white flour works in that recipe. So obviously, I knew that I wasn't going to get the exact same outcome as I usually do, but while the bread was still delicious, it was a little on the dense side. It didn't rise as high as I personally like it to. It was very heavy. So while it didn't go to waste and it was still enjoyed, I need to make a few changes and I need to make a few adjustments. I am going to be sharing with you what I did to make it different. and that will be coming soon because I want to perfect my recipe using milled flour, and I want it to be delicious like my perfect sandwich loaf is. So, you know, obviously there's going to be some differences and definitely a big learning curve. Now, I said in the video also that I do plan on doing some different artisan style breads and using different types of grains, and I have a company that sent me several different kinds of whole grains that I'll be able to run through that mill and use it for different types of breads. I do have plans to learn how to make an Ezekiel bread, and that involves a lot of ground beans and no gluten and all of that. So it'll be interesting to see what we can come up with. Now, I did go ahead and purchase 4 buckets of white wheat berries that came from, I bought them on the Walmart.com website. I was very happy to find that. My friend Heather, the Needy Homesteader, said that she ordered some off the Walmart or Sam's Club website. I went to the Walmart website. They had 26-pound buckets of whole white wheat berries, and they were $15 a bucket. I ordered 4 buckets because if you spend $50, you get free shipping, and the UPS guy is just going to bring them right to my door. I did also make a purchase from Honeyville.com, and I purchased 2 number 10 cans of dough enhancer, which I plan on using in future videos using the home milled flour. The dough enhancer just has a few things in it. It's got some ascorbic acid and some other things in it that are going to help give me that loft that I'm looking for. I'm also going to be using Vital Wheat gluten as an additional dough enhancer, and I'll be bringing you all of that information in subsequent videos, so don't worry about that. But if you're looking for a mill, check out Wondermill. I think that you'll be impressed. I'm going to leave a link below to where you can find both their website for their information on their mills and where you can find their YouTube channel, because they have some really impressive videos, I have to tell you. So I'll leave you with that. We've got some learning to do, and we're going to do it together. So I'm going to go make some more bread. I'm going to mill some more flour. And until next time, I'll see ya. For joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time.